This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand for the afternoon of November 4th, 2022. Brought to you by That's Good HR. I'm Wes Mills. The town of Argus will Saturday celebrate the completion of a project it calls transformational. The community of 1700 in Marshall County renovated an old train depot and developed a vacant downtown lot, creating more green space and possibly more foot traffic. The projects were possible due to funding from Indiana's Stellar Communities Initiative, which Marshall County won in 2019. Argus Community Development Corporation President John Vanderweel explains the significance of the project.
I think it actually just even fueled more inquiries. People started looking at different things they could do in their towns, not only to improve quality of life, not only to improve business and to stimulate local economies within our towns, but also to improve housing, improve arts and culture. And it's just been a great process for the entire county to go through.
The town will cut the ribbon on the new town square tomorrow. A long vacant anchor store at South Lake Mall in Hobart could spring back to life, filled with multiple workspaces and retail kiosks. Our partners at the Times of Northwest Indiana report California-based CubeWork wants to transform the former Carson's department store into a place for pop-up retail shops, kiosks, and a co-working space. The company hopes to open the new move-in ready spaces as soon as November 15th, just ahead of the busy holiday shopping season. It's tip-off time for the Indiana Chamber's Coolest Thing Made in Indiana tournament. Online voting is now open in the Hoosier Hysteria Style Contest to find different, interesting, and unique products made in the state. Each winner goes to the next round until the champion is crowned in December. During the inaugural tournament run last year, Goshen-based Janus Motorcycles brought home the top prize. Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand is brought to you by the following.
With one call to That's Good HR, your hiring challenge is solved. It's that simple. That's Good HR is the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Have an HR, accounting, administrative, or customer service position to fill? Trust That's Good HR to make a match that's good for everyone, whether temp to hire, or a direct hire placement. For 22 years, That's Good HR has been handpicking employees and employers through a highly personal and authentic approach that delivers long-term results. Visit that'sgoodhr.com. Remember, the match matters.
Get ready, Northeast Indiana. We're headed your way. Join IBJ Media and Inside Indiana Business November 29 at Fort Wayne's Grand Wayne Convention Center for Engage Northeast Indiana. We've assembled the region's top business, community, and philanthropic leaders for a discussion on the issue shaping the future of Northeast Indiana. From attracting top talent to workforce and economic development, we'll explore what's working and big ideas for what's next. RSVP by November 18 at InsideIndianaBusiness.com.
Jasper-based furniture maker Kimball International is reporting first quarter net income of $6.6 million, rebounding from a net loss of $5 million during the same period a year ago. The company says post-COVID workspaces have changed, and Kimball's year-over-year sales growth reflects that. Indiana is one of only 4 U.S. cities awarded a portion of a $9 million grant from the CDC to better understand long COVID. The 5-year study relies on data from electronic health records statewide, which will help form national-level estimates. Inside Indiana Business reporter Kylie Valletta.
Regenstrief and IU's Schools of Medicine and Public Health will focus their efforts on building one of the first population-based surveillance systems for long COVID. Project leaders say the fact that Indiana was among only 4 sites selected in the U.S. speaks to the state's prominence in electronic health records and health information exchanges. Indiana is home to one of the country's longest-running health information exchanges, which collect and securely exchange electronic health records. Regenstrief interim director of the Center for Biomedical Informatics, Dr. Brian Dixon, says the symptoms of long COVID, some of which can be debilitating, impact Hoosiers' quality of life and their ability to work.
So we start to think about the long-term cost implications for the healthcare system, costs for employers and health plans and hospitals, and we don't understand what those long-term implications are. So there's a whole host of reasons why we need to better understand long COVID.
A second focus of the grant is workforce development and includes training future public health workers and data scientists. Kylie Valletta, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
The University of Southern Indiana has become the latest university to offer beer sales at sporting events. USI says it will begin selling beer in public areas of the Screaming Eagles Arena for men's and women's basketball. Previously, it was only available in box suites. The school says it evaluated many of its peers that were already offering beer and decided it was the route USI should take. Beer sales will begin November 11th. This report is brought to you by That's Good HR, the secret ingredient to strategic staffing. Visit that'sgoodhr.com for more information. I'm Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.